Right, welcome to another edition of Onside SA, and this weekend we've got our international games, so we won't be seeing much from that side of it. But Budge, let's talk last one standing.
Yep.
Now, there's 47 have gone through of the 81, but the key here is Man United coming through saved 33 people.
Yeah, no doubt. I was at a 50th. I saw the first half, you 2-0 down, went to the 50th. I was sitting at a table where three guys had Man United, and the phones never stopped ringing. But afterwards, 3-2, boys were
So the boys
crowing.
who went through, Man United, Spurs 10, Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. The boys that went missing, 22 on Burnley, 3 on Leicester, 3 on Watford, 2 on West Ham, and 2 on Crystal Palace. Just to let you know that there's 47 go through to 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time, yeah.
Phil Georgia still got 2, Trevor Free still got 2, and George Salenta still got 2. Yes. 3 of my owners. Mark Curry, another one of my owners, got 3
Mark's
going.
got his troop of Investec guys. He's got a few guys still going.
But the favourite is Jimbo Goodman.
Yep, won't believe it, but he is. You have a look at the teams he's still got to use.
Man United, that's not in his favour.
Yeah.
Liverpool's in his favour, and Chelsea's in his
Chelsea,
favour.
Man United next week, so that eliminates those two. But if he sneaks
that's
through there,
Liverpool.
sneaks through there, Liverpool at Huddersfield, so he's going well so far.
Yeah. All right, that's very good. That's very interesting. Okay, now our international pundit, I believe, is in Madeira, is Stevie B. Let's see if we've got him on the line. Stevie, you there?
I'm here. Good morning.
Morning, Steve. So you're in Madeira.
I am, yes. Just sitting on the balcony overlooking the sea. Very, very civilised.
Right, Budge and I were going to throw, obviously there's the international football coming up this weekend, but we want to talk some Premiership news with you of what's going on. First of all, the game, the stalemate, Liverpool-Man City, your take?
Yeah, it was a shame. They really sort of cancelled themselves out. I think after sort of last season they had so many great games, particularly the league game when Liverpool sort of scored 4. It sort of, I think people were expecting a classic, and sadly it wasn't. It just seemed Liverpool forward just seemed to be misfiring a bit at the moment, and obviously City, that whole sort of debacle of who was going to take the penalty, and it was a shocking one in the end. So.
Yeah, no. Budge, I think you should pose this question to Stevie, your beloved Man United. What's the story?
Yeah. Do you think 2-0 down, Jose was on his way out?
You could have thought. I mean, the way that that first 15 minutes, I don't think anyone could believe what was happening. I mean, they just looked, defensively looked a complete sort of shambles. And then, I mean, to hook off for the bye after 15 minutes, I mean, that's almost unprecedented, isn't it? With somebody who's not got an injury. And certainly could have been 3 down if the ref would have decided that was a handball from the free kick. So, but to be fair, they showed some character in the second half. I think in a way they were probably fortunate they played a Newcastle team that just seemed to want to sit back and think that they could hold on.
Yeah.
And in the end, they got out of jail and the crowd was behind Mourinho, but you still think something's not right there.
Yeah, I agree. I just I don't think they're going to give him any money to sign players in January, so they may as well try and negotiate a deal, find out who the next boss is, which looks like Zidane, and make a decision sooner rather than later.
Well, I mean, it's an international break. I mean, the paper seems to think that he and Ed Woodward were meeting in London. I don't know how they know this, to thrash out something. Whether or not it's just to sort of make a bit of a truce, because I think at the moment, what's going on is not helpful. I don't know if you noticed, it was pointed out to me that after Sanchez scored the winner, there was one player that made a point of not celebrating with the rest of the team, and that was Pogba.
Stevie, just talking about.
I don't know if there's anything in that, but whether he was just relieved, but it was noticed that he didn't run up and celebrate with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to ask Stevie a question here. Our side of the world here, Steve, we're hearing rumours that they're going to come for Eden Hazard, Real Madrid. Anything your side of the ditch?
Well, I mean, they really have had a very poor start. I mean, for them, sort of not scoring goals. I think there's no question they haven't replaced Ronaldo. I think that was a surprise that they didn't break the bank with a replacement team. Obviously, it's a little bit upsetting for Chelsea fans when you've got Eden Hazard sort of purportedly sort of saying that Real Madrid are the biggest club in the world, and whether he wants to sign a new contract or not. I mean, the way he's playing, he's looking like he's the best player in the world at the moment. So I think if he went to Real Madrid, I think that would certainly, in the summer, you think that would sort of boost them. But at the moment, they don't look like the team they were.
Yeah, Steve, I was,
Just ask Steve if you can hold. Steve, can you hold your phone a little nearer your mouth? We're getting a little bit of feedback here. Sorry, it sounds better. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, Steve, I just wondered why they haven't looked at trying to sign a centre forward or doing a swap, because Morata's not doing the business. And if you want to keep Hazard, you've got to sign players.
Yes, well, I think that's. I think whether they were trying to or not, there's no question. Morata isn't the player. He scored the other day, but relatively straightforward goal. But I think you're right. They can't rely on Hazard to score. Scoring all their goals, and I don't think you can rely on him to do that week in, week out. They need they've got Giroud who can sort of pitch in, and Morata, but between them, they're probably just about going to score 20.
Yeah.
So they do need a big signing, but they probably won't get that until the summer now. It may be too late for Hazard, you just don't know.
Yeah. Steve, talking about bad results, your boys, I watched the game, losing 5-1 to Arsenal.
Yeah, I think it certainly was a game of two halves. I think we competed very well in the first half. I think the writing was on the wall, but defensively, obviously, we do have injuries, and one can't keep making excuses. But we were without several sort of first choice defenders, and we kept getting caught out. But the second half, it was like every time Arsenal attacked, they just looked really clinical. Quality of their finishing, and obviously the Ramsey goal, and then Aubameyang came on and scored a couple of sort of relatively straightforward goals. I think, to me, it wasn't a 5-1 game.
No, definitely.
At 3-1, it was game over.
Yeah, I thought when the guy missed the header and he got crossed in from the right, I thought hit the guy's shoulder. I don't know how he didn't make proper contact. They would have made it 2-2.
Yeah, I just think that. And then once Ramsey came on and scored that goal, and that could have gone anywhere. It's one of those, his little fancy flicks could go anywhere, but he took it well, and I think that was it. I think that you could see that the Fulham players' heads went down. I think they just felt that they weren't going to get back at 3-1, and I think everyone was just waiting for the final whistle at that point.
All right, Stevie, Dean Smith, Aston Villa.
Yes, he was linked a week or two ago, and it's interesting because he was asked. The Leeds played Brentford on its live on TV last week. The journalists were asking him about it, and of course he's contracted to Brentford. He couldn't say anything, but his family are Villa fans. His father, lifelong Villa fan, and the steward at the club for 20 years. So I think when Villa came calling officially, and obviously now are agreeing compensation, you can understand that. Brentford are limited. He's had a number of his best players sold. He's done a really good job there, and they're playing well this season.
Yeah, they are.
So I think with John Terry as his assistant, obviously the press are making a big thing about John Terry, but it's Dean Smith, and Terry is his number two. So no, I think that he's a good manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Stevie, one thing I want to talk to you about is the next manager to be fired. We've got the betting odds on that. I'm going to read through them and you can touch on them after. Just 6-10, Jose Mourinho, if you want to have a bet. 4-1, Neil Warnock. 10-1, your boy, Jokanovic. 12-1, Benitez. And 14-1, Hughes. What do you think?
The Mourinho one is interesting, isn't it? It's sort of an easy bet in some respects because he could go or he may stay to the end of the season. I'm surprised that, Warnock's interesting. Warnock, is great. He gets teams up, but he doesn't. He never keeps them up.
Yeah.
So I wonder how long he'll be given. Cardiff's next game actually is home to Fulham. If ever there was a 6-pointer at this stage of the season, that's one. I'd be surprised if our chairman did anything drastic with Slavisa's Jokanovic at this stage. I think that we're not playing badly. So, but it's interesting because last season, we've already had casualties, and as we know, there were so many before Christmas. But at the moment, the manager merry-go-round hasn't really started. But I suspect Mark Hughes won't be there.
Yeah, I agree.
Much longer if they don't pick up.
Yeah, I agree. Their next game is Bournemouth away, South Coast Derby. I think it's a Monday night game or Sunday night game, one of the major games. They get beat there. I think the press will be hounding him. I think he could be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think he's definitely sort of in the running to go. But we'll see. Obviously, it's still early days. I think part of the problem is with the international breaks. I mean, there've only been 8 matches. We're already sort of into middle of October, and by the time they come back, it's another week or so. They only would have played 8 games, so it's a bit of a sort of a false start. And then into the games, then we have a run with our heads in internationals for a while. So.
Okay. Steve, England tomorrow night against Croatia.
Yeah, it's going to be a strange one because it's going to be behind closed doors. It's the first time England have ever played an international behind closed doors.
Yeah.
So apart from press and some dignitaries, there's going to be nobody there in a small stadium. So it might suit England then, because obviously if they were playing Croatia in their national stadium, obviously they're very vociferous. So, but it will be strange. It will be hard for the players to. Players say that when there's no crowd, it's very hard to sort of raise their game to
Steve, we're losing you, Steve. Steve, sorry.
Yeah,
The line's really poor today, Steve. I don't know if you can hear me, but
sorry. Yeah, well, I think because
I don't know what's happening. Yeah. Stevie, unfortunately, this line keeps coming and going. I think we might even have lost Steve there. All right, let's move on. Apologies for that, but he's in Madeira and it's a mobile phone. So, Budge, that's the story now. Let's get on to the football. There's nothing else that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
And they've got these Nations League. Is that what they're called?
4 groups. Obviously promotion, relegation for the top and bottom teams. I don't enjoy it, Paul. It's just basically superseded the friendlies.
But there is a bit of competitiveness.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, you'd rather, if you're England, you'd rather play Croatia and Spain than say play Slovenia or Slovakia.
But
those no-name
England
teams.
are playing those 2 teams.
England, they're in the same group. So they'd rather play them, and money-wise, they'll fill Wembley as opposed to playing.
What's this behind closed door story?
Well, what happened is Croatia, they put a swastika on the pitch when they painted the pitch, and they were warned not to do it. And they did it again, and they got a 2-match fine where they have to play behind closed doors, and this is one of the games.
Where do they do that? That's stupid. It's stupid. You warn, don't do it, and they do it. Whoever's in charge of Croatia.
Well, the FA, apparently the guy got fired. You just never know behind the scenes whose idea it was.
But it happens again. Say, guys, we're demoting you.
Well,
we demote you. You want to be. They can't be stupid, man.
Yeah. Well, Zimbabwe were refused entry to play in the World Cup qualifiers when they had all their trouble. They just got disbanded for one World Cup. That's what they got to do to Croatia.
Yeah.
You come with that, just the next Euros, you're out.
Yes, that's it.
Short
You're
and
not playing.
sweet.
They'll soon get rid of the guys at the top, these bigots
politics.
at the top. Yeah. All right, let's go on to the Nations League games and the betting and that. And run us through these, Budge.
Yeah, the first game's a Friday night game. It's on. I've checked. Belgium, Switzerland. Belgium, the last 28 games, Paul, they've only lost 1 since Martinez has taken over. That was to France.
Has he been there that many games?
Yeah, we took over after the Euros. They only lost one. That was to France. Yeah. They're a quality team. I think they're as good a team as there is in Europe. So
Switzerland?
I think Switzerland, Shaqiri, well-organised team. They won their first game. They beat Iceland 6-0. But I think Belgium will murder them at home, Paul.
Is 4-10 thin, or is it a good price?
Yeah, I think it's a good price. I think it's 12-10 to win by more than 1 goal. That's in our bets. Yeah.
Okay. Croatia,
empty stadium. I think
where they're playing is in Split or
I think
Split.
I think it's Split. Yeah. They haven't really had a good look at the venue, but I think both teams will score here, Paul. This Mandzukic is retired. But Modric looks tired. I've watched him play for Real Madrid. I don't know if they're going to freshen up the team.
Yeah.
So, I
England,
think a draw a big
England
player.
better have a squad because they've got Spain on Monday.
He's playing, Well, they've got a lot of youngsters, so I think he'll play his best team, and rotate the squad for Monday against Spain.
Okay.
And you can't play 3 top-level games 2 games in 3 days, Paul.
No,
that's not right.
With you. So
a draw player there.
Draw a player, okay. Yeah. The Dutch are
this will be a humdinger. This is a massive rivalry, Paul. Koeman's taken over the Netherlands. I watched them play France. Giroud scored an injury time goal. Van Dijk got caught dreaming. But the Germans drew with France. Still got the same players, still the same boys at the back, Hummels and them. It's game on. I think there'll be goals in this, Paul. Don't be surprised if the Dutch beat them.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, how about Poland, Italy?
Well, I like, Poland play tonight. So they play Portugal at home. So Thursday, Sunday. Italy played a friendly last night in the Ukraine. They drew. Against Ukraine at home, they drew. I think 14-10 Italy, Paul. I think that's a good bet.
Okay, all right. And then
I
Spain,
think this
England.
is a bet of the weekend. Spain 9-10 at home, Paul. England are going to have to rotate their players to keep all the club managers happy. 9-10 Spain, they're on a mission. So I think Enrique will have his boys ready. They play Wales tonight.
They're playing a different format than when they had the old boss. Now they're not scared to throw a long ball in.
Get it in there. I don't know if Diego Costa. I saw the squad for tonight. I haven't seen the squad for Monday.
Any of these games at the box, bud?
Yeah, they're all on. Nations League, they're all on. So
and they can't show us Caribou and things like that.
League
and then Championship.
Yep.
All right. This is the B League.
This is a B League. Yeah. And Austria, Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland got beat 2-1 at home in the last game. Boys scored 2 goals.
Yeah, now, is that Carl Lafferty?
That's but Laff's pulled out.
Am I out?
Yeah, you're right. You pulled up with a hammy. Steven Gerrard must have told him, we need you for Rangers, so take it easy. Austria are a good team. Last time I watched them, they murdered the Germans. Don't get beat at home, Austria. I think only Ireland have beat them there in the last 10 games. Austria, yeah, a good team. That's the guy from West Ham, Anatovic, and they've got a few good players in that team. Yeah, he's Austria. I think 5-10, Paul. Bit skinny because Northern Ireland are well organised, but you've got to fancy the Austrians at home.
Okay, Slovakia,
Czech Republic away from home, don't win too often. Slovakia have got a few good players at Marek Hamsik, who plays for Napoli. They've got a few players. You know, a tight game there. You've got to fancy the home team, but draw a big player.
Republic of Ireland, Denmark.
Well, the key here is Denmark. Eriksen's injured. He's not playing, and he's their main man. Denmark did well in the World Cup. Sweden beat them 1-0 with a deflected goal. Ireland have got a lot of players back. I listened to Martin O'Neill the other day. They lost 4-1 to Wales in the opening game. They had no team. So I think there'll be goals in this pool. They've both got to have a go. And
strange, both Irish teams. Michael O'Neill and Martin O'Neill.
Martin O'Neill, correct, yeah. Neil boys.
Okay, is that how you see it? And then League C.
Well, I like Greece. They got beat 2-1 in Hungary at an earlier group game, but at home they're hard to beat Greece. I think they'll destroy Hungary.
Okay.
Estonia, Finland. Tight game, Paul. Not many goals Estonia score. Draw a big player with that game.
Yeah.
Norway, I think, will beat Slovenia. Slovenia well organised, but Norway at home, not easy. The draw's a big player in all these games, Paul, but of the two teams I like Norway. And I think Bulgaria's certainties to beat Cyprus.
5-10.
5-10, absolute certainty.
The Cypriots are going to catch it.
Yep.
Okay, African Cup of Nations, but this is always interesting. What we got here? So I was just reading an article about Percy Tau.
Yeah.
Now he's out playing in the second league in Belgium or somewhere.
Yeah, he's playing for St Hillier. He signed for Brighton. They sent him on loan.
Yes, sent him on there. And he
Crazy.
said he's thoroughly enjoying himself.
Okay.
He's had a few assists, and he realises that it's so good for his career going through that. And some people are saying, gee, you're going too low. You're in the too low a league. You're too good for that. Well, time will tell.
Maybe he is, but 1 year gap, and let's see how he comes back. But I like him. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player. Good player. Okay, let's see. This will be an interesting game to open up.
Yeah, well, Nigeria, Libya, they're in our group. We drew with Libya at home in Durban, 0-0. Nigeria got to win this. Reportedly, they've got all the European boys.
How did they go in their first game?
Well, we beat them 2-0 in Nigeria, and then they beat the Seychelles. I think it was 6-0 away. So this is a big game. Now they play Friday, and I think it's Friday and Tuesday, because we play Seychelles home and away.
When do we play?
We play, I think it's Tuesday. We play in the Seychelles.
Saturday, Tuesday?
Yeah. So we've got to get a result.
The Garfla, one of our Springboks, or one of the Bafana boys, Misty's playing out of China. Lovely.
Great.
Gets better and better.
Yeah, we're playing in Joburg, Paul.
We should thump the
FNB. This should be a 4-5-0 game, yeah. And I think Nigeria will beat Libya. I wasn't impressed them against South Africa, especially with their main men, yeah. Uganda at home, Paul, they don't get beat at home. If they score, they win. Yeah, Lesotho, not the best of sides. 5-10 Uganda, I fancy them. Equatorial Guinea, Madagascar are struggling, but likewise, bumpy pitch.
Yeah,
draw a big player in this game. And I think Mozambique. Now, they've got the manager, if you can remember him, Abel Xavier, was one of the first guys that played with that blonde hair. He was a Portuguese guy.
Oh, okay.
And he gave away a penalty in the golden goal against France. He wouldn't let the game carry on. He got sent off. Game stopped for about 10 minutes. But he's in charge of Mozambique. Geez, do they have a go, Paul?
Yeah, that's
I think they'll beat Namibia. They have a full go there. So 8-10's in our play, the Mozambique.
Okay. How about the Congo?
Yeah, that's Balassi and boys. Zimbabwe have done well. There are a lot of players in their team at Billiat that play for Chiefs. A lot of South African boys in the Zimbabwe team. Won't be easy going to Congo, Paul. I think there'll be goals, but it's hard to look past the Congo DR, yeah? Burkina Faso should be too good for Botswana, 1-3. Morocco, they were World Cup team. They played great in the World Cup.
What's the capital of Morocco?
You told it to me the other day. Forgotten.
Rabat.
Rabat, okay,
Rabat.
yeah. Remember, they drew with Spain. They were impressive in the World Cup. 1-10, they should beat the Comores. Likewise, Tunisia. They were in England's group in Belgium.
They can play.
They can play. Nice team. They should be too good for Niger. And likewise, Senegal. They were the top team in Africa.
Yeah.
So the African team in the World Cup. They should be too good for Sudan, Paul.
Okie dokie. Let's have a look at your soccer bets.
Yep. Soccer 6, obviously the African one. I've banked in South Africa to beat Seychelles. While I like a few teams, I've thrown the draw in looking for a few upsets, Paul. I've gone Uganda, win and draw at home against Lesotho. I've gone Mozambique, win and draw at home against Namibia. I've gone Congo Democratic Republic, win and draw against Zimbabwe. Burkina Faso, win and draw against Botswana. I've gone for Senegal. You could narrow it down and take a few multiples.
But if you had to back one of those away teams, who would you back?
Zimbabwe? The away had to be Zimbabwe. They score goals, Paul.
Yeah.
Some nice players.
Okay, let's look at the next one.
Next one's the European one. I've gone Slovakia, win and draw against the Czech Republic. I've gone Norway, win and draw at home against Slovenia. I think Bulgaria will be too good for Cyprus. I've gone the field with Netherlands, Germany.
Be a good game.
Should be Republic of Ireland, Denmark. And I've banked in Macedonia to beat Liechtenstein, 2-1-6.
Okay, the 10.
On to the 10, I've gone the field with Slovakia, Czech Republic. I've banked in South Africa to beat Seychelles, Uganda to beat Lesotho, Mozambique to beat Namibia. I've gone the field with Congo DR against Zimbabwe. I've banked Burkina Faso to beat Botswana, Bulgaria to beat Cyprus. I've gone the field with Netherlands, Germany, Republic of Ireland and Denmark. And I've banked Macedonia to beat Liechtenstein.
Okay.
162, yeah.
Now the big one.
On to the 13, I've gone the field with Netherlands, Germany, Ireland, Republic of Ireland and Denmark. I've gone Norway, win and draw at home against Slovenia. I've banked Bulgaria to beat Cyprus, Georgia to beat Andorra. I've gone Latvia, win and draw at home against Kazakhstan. I've banked Armenia to beat Gibraltar.
Some games there, right?
Yeah, sure. I know. Macedonia to beat Liechtenstein. And we've got 5 League One games. I've gone Burton Albion, win and draw at home against Bristol Rovers. I've gone Coventry City, win and draw at home against Wycombe Wanderers. I've gone Doncaster Rovers, win and draw at Rochdale. I've banked Scunthorpe to beat Peterborough. Now, the last game's postponed due to international commitments. Sunderland have got 4 players involved with the Cup of Nations. So it's going to be the draw, Paul. So now the 16 balls go into a hat. 12 are on the home team. 2 are on the draw and 2 are on the away team. I've sided with the home team. If you want to change it, I hate it. I wish they'd just put the field, but the Swedes don't do that. So the only other way is try and find a banker and go win and draw. So 435 we spent on that one, Paul.
Okie dokie. Let's have a look where the bets are this time.
Yeah,
Bunch.
I've got the Nations League A. I've gone the main game because these will all be televised. I've gone Italy to beat Poland. I've gone Spain to beat England. I've gone Belgium to beat Switzerland by more than 1 goal, and both teams to score in the Netherlands-Germany game, 2,900 to 200.
Okay.
The Nations League, this is Group B, C, and D. I've gone Bulgaria to beat Cyprus, Greece to beat Hungary, and over 2.5 goals in the Netherlands-Germany, Georgia, and I've got, that's last one is wrong, and Kosovo, Malta. 2,800 to 200. Can't believe I cocked that one up.
Okay, AFCON quarters.
The AFCON quarters, I've gone Mozambique to beat Namibia, Uganda to beat Lesotho. I've gone Tunisia to score in both halves against Niger, and over 2.5 goals in the Congo-Zimbabwe game, 2,400 to 200.
Over 2.5.
Over 2.5 goals in that, 2-1, 3-0, whatever, Both teams to score in the Slovakia, Czech Republic, Ireland, Denmark, Norway, Slovenia, and Faroe Islands, Azerbaijan. 16.5, 16 to 1, 3-3 to 200.
League One.
The League One treble, I've gone Barnsley to beat Luton Town.
Luton Town,
the Hatters, Portsmouth to beat AFC Wimbledon, and over 2.5 goals in both games.
Okay.
And then win and draw Scunthorpe United against the posh of Peterborough United. 2,700 to 200.
Ferguson's son used to be there.
Yeah, he was there, And Steve Evans, the big guy, the big song, big fat guy, there's always a song about him. He's the manager there now. And the 6 on extra, I've gone Burkina Faso to beat Botswana. I've gone Mozambique to beat Namibia. I've gone Bulgaria to beat Cyprus. Spain to beat England. finishing off with the 2 Brazilian games, Palmeiras to beat Gremia and Atletico Paranaense to beat Sport Recife, 3,600 to 200.
Yeah. But that's about it. So there's no last one standing this weekend.
No, not this week, next weekend.
But to end the show, a lot of you out there don't know that our producer Raymond Rogers died over the weekend, and a tragic blow, and a great friend of Budgie's mine and the whole studio. A superb guy, a young man at 66.
Yeah, I was chirped with him on Friday. He was never shy to voice his comments, but a good man.
A good man, a top man, and very liked amongst his staff. And well done to his staff for taking over where he left off, and will be sadly missed. Rest in peace, Raymond Rogers. Make sure you're on side.